It's the Jonny Yerly Show!
No.
Now we're at the chicken coop, everyone.
Yeah. So, Johnny, what do you have? What question do you have for Angie about the chickens?
Many? How many chickens do I have? Right now I have about 20 chickens.
Oh my God.
And I have 2 geese that are in with the chickens in there. Yeah.
That's a lot, isn't it, Johnny? How many eggs do each of those make?
Depending on the different breed of chicken, I have probably 4 different breeds of chickens. It depends on the different breed, and they lay a certain amount of eggs per year. Yeah, so all the breeds that I have lay different colored eggs. So we have green eggs, blue eggs, olive colored eggs, brown eggs, no white eggs. Yeah. This little girl, she... This little girl, she lays green eggs. Yeah. So 20 chickens, 2 geese I have.
What are the geese for?
So we got the geese shortly after we got our first set of chickens because after a lot of research on how to protect chickens being outside, we heard that geese protect the chickens from overhead predators. So say a hawk is flying over, the geese will alert the chickens to get underneath the coop and to hide from the hawk or whatever. And they have done a great job at protecting the chickens. We haven't had any chickens, we haven't had a chicken loss so far, knock on wood, with from the hawks or the geese. No, they'll flap their wings. The geese will flap their wings and also make a noise.
To kind of scare a hawk off if it's coming down?
Yep, yep.
Johnny, I'm learning a ton out here today. Are you? Are you? Anything else you want to ask her about the chickens? I think she mentioned to us earlier, this is the area that Chad helps out with. What was that? Say it again.
No.
Do you want to know how she keeps them all in one area?
Good question. How do I keep them in one area? So what you see behind us right now, it's an electric fence. So that meaning when I'm not in there, I hook it up, and if somebody tries to get in, whether a raccoon or skunk or fox or whatnot, if they touch the fence, it'll send an electrical response to them and zap them. So then typically they would run away. So every week what we do is this whole fencing area with the chickens in the coop, we move them to a different part on the field. So last week they were right over in this area, then we moved them here, and then tonight we'll move them again up to the we like to call it the waterfront property, because the stream runs right through there.
That's a lot of work to pick them up and move them. What's the purpose of moving them so often?
So the purpose to moving them is they get fresh grass too. I'm gonna throw her back in. They get fresh grass to eat, and also, as you can see, like the alfalfa behind is growing up pretty big right here. So fresh grass, they're not, you know, walking around in their poop. They're fertilizing our land when we move them, so that's pretty much the main reason we move them. So
That's awesome.
and
Anything else?
we've got it down to a pattern where it takes us probably about 30 minutes to move them from spot to spot. So we got it down pretty well. Mm-hmm. Anything else about the chickens? We get about, I would say 10 eggs now from them a day. And then also, I know you didn't ask this, but I know you're probably curious what we do with them in the winter. So in the winter, obviously we want them to be, you know, more protected and warm. So they move into the barn with the pigs, and they have like a closed off area in the barn, and they have access to that little outdoor space that Jen walked out through. So we put them in there, and they're pretty cozy in there for the winter until early spring when we move them back out to the field. You're welcome. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.